West Virginia Wild kicked off with over 100 women gathering in the New River Gorge National Park. It was an adventure-filled weekend with rafting, empowerment, and loads of shenanigans. This year's theme was
Traffic Light is Hot!
And we started the fun with games and a costume contest. Day 2 was all about exploration. Everyone goes on excursions like rock climbing, ziplining, hiking, paddleboarding, and playing at the water park. Then we all meet back at camp for our guest speaker and a treat yourself night with cocktails and face masks around the fire. Then, Saturday was the day. We woke up with butterflies in our stomachs, pumped with excitement and a hint of nervousness as we prepared to take on those Class 5 rapids on the mighty New River.
We're rafting, we're having a blast, we're doing on some hardcore rapids and crushing it!
Because last year I was terrified, and this year I was terrified, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
And there's power in that.
Right.
A lot of power in that. Mm-hmm.
So after I like those first few rapids, then I'm like, yeah, and I really got into it.
This was totally my first time whitewater rafting, and I was extremely nervous because even though I've done quite a few other adventures, it was pretty intimidating, but it's just good now. It was so fun, and I pushed my limits, and it was worth it.
Wild is more than just a weekend getaway. It's a chance for old friends to reconnect and new friendships to blossom. It's a safe space where you can push your limits, reconnect to your inner wild child, and simply be yourself.
I don't understand how this vibe just exists. I don't.
It's so wonderful.
It's like it's one thing to schedule something, but people got to show up and they got to bring this wonderful attitude. And how you guys do it, and how does that happen? It's like this magical thing.
We met 30 years ago in Indianapolis, Indiana, when our kids were in kindergarten, and we've been friends ever since. He goes, hey, you want to go on this Explorer Chicks? And I went, they're doing whitewater rafting in West Virginia. I went, oh, I've done that before. That might be fun.
Oh, it was awesome.
Great.
It's been awesome. So I'm an introvert, maybe an extreme introvert. I wasn't nervous about all the adventurous stuff. I was like, but all the being around, so many women and being an introvert was like pushing my boundaries. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push myself. Everybody has been very welcoming, and I've hung out with a lot of people.
I used to do this stuff all the time. So
we're reconnecting.
This is stuff where,
with
like,
our
yes, we're
first loves.
yes, I'm going to camp, and I'm going to do more stuff.
Yeah. It's getting out and doing.
I think it's great because it is all women, so sometimes there's that feeling of if there's men in the outside, that there's this pressure of meeting some expectation, but with just women, you can be whoever you want to be, you're comfortable. Hey, let me help you. You seem like you're struggling, and no one takes offense to that. It's like, yeah, that's awesome. Let me show you this shortcut. So you just get that feeling of comfort being in a group of people year after year of being like, it doesn't matter what I look like. I don't need to have makeup. I don't need to be done up. We're just going to have a good time, and everyone's so welcoming. So I think that's a nice experience for Explorer Chicks.